Okay, tough loss on Saturday. You know, the boys really hurt after this one, so the coaches. But this week we just had to get back to work. You know, I'm confident that they'll come back and bounce back this week. We talked this morning, and they guarantee me that they're still ready to go. They're ready to get after it and be the best team on Saturday. This time of year, you know, we're dealing with a lot of injuries. So we have the next man up mentality like we talk about every week. You know, and in this conference, you know, you seen it last week with Illinois, you got to play 60 minutes of solid football. And we show lapses of doing it. But to win games, you got to play a full 60 minutes. That's what we got to get the guys to do. Play the full 60 minutes. Questions?
What's Casey Thompson's status for Saturday? What more can you tell us about his injury?
Right now, you know, it was a look nerve in his elbow. So right now he's day to day. I just wanted to hold him out today and let him see the doctors. You seen the doctors yesterday. Let him see him again today and see where he's at tomorrow.
You mentioned on the TV show you did not expect him to return.
No, because he was really beat up, you know, on Saturday. But when I spoke with him on Sunday, he felt better and he looked better yesterday. I mean, he's took some hits this year, so. You know, I want to make sure I'm careful, and I'd rather say he's out than say he's in and then he don't play, you know.
When you look back at Chubb's performance, what did he struggle with, and what's the key, you know, to working with him this week, getting him more what you want out of him?
I spoke to Chubba. Chubba just has to settle down. He has to breathe at that position. He can't let his emotions take over. He's got to be a true leader out there, and I thought he was trying to make plays, but he's got to understand the situation that we was in at that time when he threw the pick. That we already have 3 points, so let's make the score 20-12. You throw a pick and they go up and they kick a field goal, and now they up 23-9. So he's got to understand situations, and I thought he had a really good day today. Just talking to him, Chubba's a kid that we got to talk to every play. Sometimes you don't want to do that with quarterbacks, but it's a little different with Chubba. Chubba's got to target, and he's young. Chubba's young. He's a young quarterback, not a whole bunch of reps. So we got to make sure this week that we do a really good job with him, reminding what situation he's in, and if it's not there, throw it away. If it's not there, run. Don't slide.
Yeah. Do you even the reps out with him, and obviously Casey could be in it, but with Smothers and Chubba? Or?
They both took even number of reps with the ones today. You're right. I went back and forth. They took even number of reps with the ones today. They both did.
Did you feel like going in last week that Chubba got enough reps in practice? You alluded to it after.
Your backup never gets a whole bunch of reps. It's impossible to do that because you're only out there for 2 hours and you got to get your one guy ready. So he didn't get the reps as a 1, but he got reps as a 2. But for him to perform, I think he needs reps as a 1. So you're right, he needs more reps, and he's going to get him more reps this week.
With Chubba, what makes you say that he needs to keep his emotions in check? What do you see on the film that makes you say that?
He plays nervous sometimes. And I just want him to breathe and calm down because he plays better. If you go back to his high school film, he's playing with a lot of confidence. You can go back and watch that. You can see him playing with poise. He's got to have more poise behind the center when he goes in the game. He wants to make a play so bad that, you know, he makes a bad play. And he's not trying, he just makes a bad play. So we got to calm him down. We got to do a better job as coaches to get him ready. And it starts with me.
How can you do that?
Just like I said, talk to him every play. Say something to him every play. Hey, you're doing this. Hey, that's a great job. Okay, you're doing this. That's a great job. You know, just remind him of situations that he's in because remember now, he hadn't played a lot of college football.
Mickey, how do their different skill sets, Chubba versus Logan, impact the way that you have to game plan as you get closer to Saturday?
Well, you know, Logan's more of an option guy, and Chubba's more of a drop back guy that can run. So you have an option guy and a drop back guy. So that's the difference in the skills, just probably the feet. Logan probably can flip it a little better than Chubba, and Chubba probably can throw it overhand a little better than Logan.
So is it twice as much work for the offensive staff to get things ready for?
No, because that old system stayed with us. We kept that old system in. So no, it's not extra work for them. But if it is, you know, that's their job.
Can you envision a scenario where they both play almost equal reps in a game?
That can happen. I don't know. But that can happen.
How have you seen Chubba respond to those things you pointed out? Has he been
really receptive to?
No, he was better today. I spoke to him this morning, talked about calming down and playing with some poise, and he was better today at practice. I played that position, and that's not an easy position just to step in as a backup, you know. So that's why we always talk about what to our backups. What I said before, they always got to prepare like what that they're a starter, and that's the problem. He's got to prepare like he was a starter as a backup, but sometimes the backup's got to play with limited reps.
How was their leadership qualities, both of those, Chuba and Logan? Because obviously people point to those guys, especially Chuba because he's a young guy.
Yeah, they have to lead. They have to lead, and you know we still have good leadership on the team with Travis over there and Casey still over there. But they have to lead and they have to take charge when they're on the field, and I think the kids believe in them.
What's your biggest takeaway in the Big Ten going through it this year as a coach? Like, what do you notice about the team you go up against? You kind of hit on this on your show a little bit the other night, but what do you see every week from around the state?
They're 23 and 24 years old. I came from the SEC, so when you looked at the SEC depth chart, if you've seen a whole bunch of juniors, that means it's a pretty good football team. But when you see a whole bunch of juniors and seniors, that means they've been in the program for a long time. They're a pretty good team. And you know, like you got 5, 6 year seniors this week starting for Minnesota. It's another 6-year quarterback that we're going against. That's unheard of. You know, that's not happening in that other conference. So it's just an older league, but this league execute, and they don't make many mistakes. It's a well-coached league.
Did you get a chance to talk with Trey? I mean, one catch for 1 yard. He was obviously getting guarded pretty tight by good DBs, but I mean, how did he sort of feel like he played?
Okay, repeat that question again, because remember you got me last time. So I'll make you think. No, you good. I'm just joking with you. That was my fault. But you need to come to the class that I have to go to so you can learn the rules also. Now go ahead, say it. Repeat your question. I'm sorry. I'm just joking with you, man.
I got you. Trey had one catch, 1 yard. Obviously, he was getting guarded by Witherspoon and good DBs, but how did he sort of feel like he played?
Well, I thought some of the plays he was open, some of the plays he was covered. Trey's got to do a better job of running through the noise. I spoke with him during the game. They're going to grab you. They're grabbing him. They're going to do that. They're not going to just let Trey run. Trey's got to understand that. So when they grab you, you got to shut him and get him off you. You got to play physical every snap. And this the first people to get in his face since he's probably been at LSU. You know, so he had to learn. He knows better. Get open. So he started pushing through. Was getting open a couple of times later on in the game.
You saw a good running back last week, and you'll see another one this week. What do you like, or what have you seen in Mo Ibrahim, the Minnesota running back?
He's a monster, man. He runs low to the ground. He gets his pads down, and he finishes runs. And that's we saw that last week. Now we're gonna see it again this week. And that's one thing about this league. This league have some backs. He's a tough kid, and we got to game tackle him. A one-on-one tackle, something he probably run through that. He's got big tree trunks. You see how he's built? He's a good-looking dude.
And what does it say about Ernest Hausman that earlier this season he was kind of benched
Mm-hmm.
and after the first couple of games, and then he fought his way back up to the depth chart and he played the way that he played on Saturday?
Yes, I mean, we're proud of Ernest. You know, we had Nick and Luke out there, and Ernest wasn't coming along like we wanted him to, but he kept getting better every day in practice. He kept getting mental reps, and when he got in, he took advantage of his reps. So we're happy where Ernest is at right now, and you can see he's talking with more confidence right now. He's talking more on the field. He's communicating better. So we enjoy what we're seeing Ernest at right now.
What did he need to improve on to get back onto the field after he fell down the bench?
He had to understand that it's Saturday afternoon and not Friday nights, and that's a lot of freshmen. They got to understand that it's not Friday night. You're not the best person on the field, so now you got to rely on your technique. And I think Barrett does a really good job with those guys as far as their technique, and he had to learn how to do it. He's probably never used those techniques in high school because he was the best player.
Kind of a nuts and bolts item, but did Jalen Weaver working with the O-line now?
Yes,
What about that move you kind of like?
he came to me. He came to me, so he called me on a Saturday afternoon on an off week and said, I want to meet with you. So I was happy that he said he wanted to get over there and help us. I think he's going to be a really good O-lineman once Donnie gets him and trains him a little bit.
Tackle or guard?
Tackle.
Couple more, Coach?
Are any of the O-line, I mean, Bando's been out, Kevin Williams, could they be in the equation this week, or what's their situation?
Bando's closer than Kevin.
And Nicky, what you said about the Big Ten, knowing what you know about this league and the experience that you see from team to team, what do you think, what is your vision of what the perfect offense, what the ideal offense looks like? You know, irrespective of the guys that you have right now and the limitations you might have, what is
Well, if you look around and you look on this side, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to move people off the point. You got to be able to have a strong running game, and eat the clock up and shorten the game. That's what I see. You know, I mean, you're going to adjust to this league, you know, and that's what I'm learning. This league, they're going to run the football, they're going to eat clock, and they're going to try to keep your offense on the sideline. And that's the vision. That's what you got to get to.
Is there time to be able to do that in the last 4 games? I mean, I know this isn't a team you put together, but you are the head coach.
Mhm.
Is there a way to adjust some of that based on the teams you're about to play?
Yeah, you know, every week we go in and, we try to get the run game started. You know, run game started, but, we like to throw the ball. But I think this week that we're going to try to rely on the run and throw it when we have to.
Is there a reason why Ramirez Johnson has been a one-play back the last 2 games? Is there something that's keeping him back, either injury-wise or development-wise?
No.
You don't play him more often.
No, I think Coach Applewhite was comfortable with AG and Yan out there. It's nothing against Ramirez. No, Ramirez practicing good. He's upbeat. He played really well on special teams.
Coach, after watching film, did you entertain the idea of going to a different quarterback other than Logan or Chuba, or was it, like the Heimer Harbor or Asker, or did it always just fit one of those two?
No. They cannot. They way down there. I can't. Not those kids. They're young. I gotta go with Chubb and Logan because they're the guys that have the experience. Those kids are gonna be really good quarterbacks, but not right now. Not right now.
Hey, Mick, you mentioned Tanner Morgan before, briefly, a 6-year quarterback. Is he similar to the Illinois guy, or the Vito kid, game manager, makes
Yeah. I think what he gets the ball out quick, but he managed the offense. He gets them in the right run plays. He's been in the system with 6 years, right? I mean, he's a really good quarterback, and that's what you're facing. You're facing another guy that's going to manage the offense and get him in the right plays and not make mistakes with the football.
Is it a benefit facing a team that they kind of are similar to Minnesota and Illinois? Is there a benefit to that?
Yeah, I think it's a benefit. It's just it's going to be another physical game, but I think the defense benefits from that.
Anything else?
Thank you.